Well, this is the one that everybody is talking about, not only in Westmoreland County, not only in western Pennsylvania, but I have a feeling the entire state of Pennsylvania is talking about this game here today from Highmark Stadium. Welcome, everybody, to the WPIAL Class 4A Girls Soccer Championship game between the Penn-Trafford Warriors and the Norwin Knights. The Westmoreland Sports Network is partnering with the Triblive High School Sports Network to present today's game here from the pitch at Highmark Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in Station Square. Alongside Sean Benjamin, I'm Dan Flickinger. We have a lot of people here to thank here today. We've been here all day long as we partnered with the Triblive High School Sports Network to produce the other championship games that we have been producing here today for you. We'll talk about those games in a little bit, but we have to thank Chris Smith, Dustin Beck, and Roger Downs, who have been doing a great job running in between cameras, producing, and the whole 9 yards. But we concentrate on this game here, Sean, and wow. Talk about two rivals right in our backyard. Westmoreland Sports Network, we're here, and two of the best teams in the state of Pennsylvania going at it, and heck, they're rivals too.
Absolutely. It doesn't get any better than this. It's between the talent on both sides of the ball today, you could put together a small college team. You know, the talent that we're going to see today is just remarkable, and no better way to play a championship game than to play your arch rival.
The Warriors are the number 2 seed in the Class 4A playoffs, coming into today with a 16-3-1 record. Penn-Trafford finished with a 9-0-1 record in Section 4 4A, winning the section championship. The Norwin Knights are the number 4 seed. They've only lost once, and that was to Penn-Trafford. They are 17-1-1. The Knights ended the season 8-1-1 in Section 4 4A. Penn-Trafford, this is the first time the Warriors are in the WPIAL Finals since 2003, and to get here, they defeated Upper St. Clair in the semifinals Monday at Fox Chapel. PT actually trailed in that game 1-0 at halftime, but Lauren Stovar knocked home a rebound to knot the game at 1-1. 15 minutes into the second, it remained 1-1 until Jordan Lawrence busted out the superhero cape, took a pass from Mackenzie Youngston, blasted the game-winning goal into the back of the net, and that gave Penn-Trafford a 2-1 lead with just 57 seconds left in the game, and Megan Giese made it stand. She was really solid in that game with 5 saves for Penn-Trafford. The Norwin Knights last time out also on Monday at Fox Chapel, a 2-0 shutout of North Allegheny. Emily Harrigan scored on a floater just 2 minutes in to give Norwin a 1-0 lead. It stayed 1-0 through halftime until the Knights put the game away with a tally by Katie Erickson in the second half. Sam Wexel on the other side for Norwin. She's a good one. She made 12 saves and yet another shutout for the Knights. And Sean, we just have so much talent going on left and right here between both of these teams. And, you know, it starts with the goalkeepers. Sam Wexel obviously has been one of the best in the WPIAL in the state for a number of years. But Megan Giese, too, is on quite a run for Penn-Trafford. So it all starts with the goalkeepers, and we have 2 really good ones here today. Hey, last time these teams played, it was 0-0, 0-0, because of the way the goalkeepers played.
Yeah. Between the 2 games, you know, Megan Giese hasn't let up a goal. You know, 1-0 victory in the first one, and a 0-0 in the second, and a tie. You know, Sam Wexel comes in with 49 career shutouts. She's a big 56 first teamer, all section, all WPIAL. You know, she's going to Ohio. Her resume speaks for herself. But Megan Giese has definitely come on and has definitely, you know, turned it up. She was able to, you know, get the victory and snap that 47-game win streak on the Knights earlier in the year. And now she's riding the wave. She's a sophomore. She's just, you know, getting better each game. And, you know, hats off to her to just keep improving every week.
The reason we are on late is because the game prior to this one went into double overtime. That was Quaker Valley and Shadyside Academy. Shadyside won 3-2 with a goal in double overtime. Very entertaining game there, and we were here to produce that for the Triblive High School Sports Network. Also, Waynesburg Central Girls won the Class 2A title in the first game of the day today at Highmark. Congratulations to Waynesburg Central. Hey, let's send it down to the field, the pitch here at Highmark Stadium for the starting lineup. First for Penn-Trafford.
Number 1, Hannah Wynn. Number 2, Mackenzie Angst. Number 3, Brady Traumata. Number 6, Jordan Lawrence. Number 7, Lauren Stover. Number 8, Sarah Wynn. Number 11, Haley Grunberg. 14, Aaron Brady. 35, Maria Schultz. 38, Carly Dugan. In goal, number 0, Megan Giese. The home team wearing white, the Norwin Lady Knights. Number 1, Sam Wexel. Number 2, Danny Iannuzzo. Number 4, Emily Arnold. Number 6, Lexi Kendro. Number 7, Alyssa Victor. Number 11, Lacey Barnick. 14, Maddie Giannicola. 19, Katie Erickson. 23, Emily Harrigan. 29, Eva Frankovic. 33, Natalie Jonas. This time, ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the singing of the national anthem by Pine Richland Senior, Gabriel Schoon.
Oh, say, can you see by light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We have had some fantastic anthem singers here at Highmark Stadium throughout the day. We actually had, I believe the first young lady was from Latrobe High School, I want to say, and on Thursday we had actually a young lady from Penn-Trafford High School, so that's pretty cool. And Sean, I've never had a chance to sing the national anthem, thankfully for everybody. I think that's, you know what I mean. But it has to be tough to sing through it when your microphone's cutting out. That's not easy.
Absolutely, that's not the way you want to do it. I'm sure you know, you got enough nerves to begin with, and then you know you add that on top of it. But he did a great job. Nice finish there, and now we're ready to play ball.
Yeah, we'll spare everybody. Nobody wants to hear me doing that, that's for sure. So far in the playoffs, Penn-Trafford took out Penn Hills in the first round 6-1. Fox Chapel in the quarterfinals 3-2. Upper St. Clair in the semis 2-1. On the other side, Norwin opened the WPIAL playoff with a 6-1 victory over Cannon McMillan, a 3-1 besting of Kiski area in the quarterfinals, and then we mentioned in the semifinals that shutout of North Allegheny. As we are getting set to go, you see the Norwin Knights. Lauren Karcher in her third season for Norwin. Jackie Bartko also in her third season for Penn-Trafford, and these two coaches extremely successful. Coach Karcher for Norwin has just 3 losses in her career, 62-3-2, and Coach Bartko 44-11-3. And we'll continue to set those coaches up for you and talk a little bit more about them, but these are 2 of the premier programs, that's for sure, in the WPIAL. Now, of course, you got to look at Norwin. They have the experience. They've been in the WPIAL championship the last 2 seasons, and they're looking to three-peat here today. And they also have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Knights come out.
Yeah, this is their home away from home, you know, being back-to-back champs and coming in and definitely have that fire after not being able to put the Warriors away this year. So they definitely have something to prove today.
Here we go for the Quad A Girls WPIAL Championship game.
And there you see the Penn-Trafford Warriors to our right. They're getting set to go. you'd have to think here, Sean, that Norwin's going to come out really strong. Again, they were rooting for Penn-Trafford to win because they got to watch the game that because both games in the semifinals on Thursday or on Monday were played at Fox Chapel. So Norwin was there when Penn-Trafford was winning, and the Knights were cheering for them, and they said so after the game. They said, hey, we want them.
Right.
So we want them to win.
Yeah,
so it's a packed house tonight, too, here at today, I should say, at Highmark.
Yeah, definitely. This is the game they wanted to see. They want to prove to everybody that they can beat the Warriors and put them away. And, yeah, great crowd here today. Definitely packed on the way in, and, seats are filled.
The Knights in their white jerseys and white pants. They get a ball inside the 17-foot box, and the ball is going to go out on the near touchline. That's going to result in a throw-in for Penn-Trafford. Again, I think maybe one of the keys to the game, as we just talked about, is just being able to kind of handle what could be a strong start here for Norwin, coming out with that chip on their shoulder. Penn-Trafford dealt Norwin their only loss earlier this year, 1-0 on a Lauren Stovar goal in the 56th minute, as we have a little bit of contact already. And the ball is going to go back here to Penn-Trafford. 1-0 that final score. The second time the teams played, it was a dandy. One of, and many people that were there say this, one of the best soccer games that Westmoreland County fans have ever seen. The game ended in a 0-0 tie. So on the surface, Sean, you say, how is that possible? How could it be so great? Well, there were chances left and right, and again, both goalkeepers were amazing.
Yeah, that's the stat line right there. Both goaltenders, incredible, make great saves, athletic. Both girls have definitely worked on their craft in the offseason and have perfected it to this point.
Ball on the far side of the pitch, and we'll continue to talk about the leaders for both teams. There are a lot of college-bound players coming from both sides for this Norwin and Penn-Trafford group. It's really amazing in the high school ranks to see this many good players on both sides and college-bound players on both sides. Division I, Division II players just dot both rosters, especially on the Norwin side. But, hey, give credit to Penn-Trafford. They have a fantastic program, and they're the only team to beat Norwin this year.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely they're the top team. They're the one that everybody wanted to see in this game against Norwin. They're the kryptonite, if you could say, of Norwin. So, so far, Penn-Trafford working their way up the field. I know in the first couple meetings, Norwin dictated time of possession and kind of dominated and kept it down in the Penn-Trafford end. Warriors want to try to negate that today and try to keep it a little more even matched.
In their defensive third, the Penn-Trafford Warriors, as we are not quite 3 minutes into this game between Penn-Trafford and Norwin, the WPIAL Class 4A Girls Soccer Championship. Center circle, little dribbling going on there by Penn-Trafford's Jordan Lawrence. She lost the ball, though, and a good step up. Now the ball will be driven back into the Penn-Trafford defensive third, and it will be Megan Giese, the PT goalkeeper, coming out to scoop this one up. Again, Megan's had a fantastic playoff, and you always say defense wins championships in football. Well, goalkeeping wins championships in soccer, no doubt about that. And again, we have two of the best here in Western Pennsylvania with Giese and Wexel going at it. Near midfield, it's Emily Harrigan. One of the best you'll see is Harrigan. Nice little short pass to Kendro. Kendro tees one up off of one of the PT defenders. That one off of Aaron Brady, and the ball is going to be cleared, but not quite out. And now there's going to be a fight for it, and coming away with it will be Hannah Wynn for Penn-Trafford. Little one-touch pass will be knocked away, and it'll come back to Norwin, and we have a whistle as we take a look back at that attempted shot by Lexi Kendro. You're going to see it right here, and it's just deflected right off of Aaron Brady. I give these girls credit, man. I mean, they get in front of everything to try to keep the ball out of their own goal.
No doubt. Yeah, that was a nice job, just getting in a shot lane. Don't want to get any free shots off, and try to dictate the shot away from that.
Ball's going to roll over the end line as you see a shot there of Katie Erickson for the Norwin Knights. Again, Erickson scored to put the game away on Monday in Norwin's victory, 2-0 over North Allegheny. Going to be a goal kick here that will be taken by Wynn, and she will drive it out towards the halfway line. It'll be stopped, though, on a nice defensive play by one of the Knights. And now a little tugging going on behind one of the Warriors, and that was Mackenzie Youngst as she tried to kick it forward. Ball will deflect off of one of the Knights, Danny Iannuzzo. And now Norwin looks to start the rush up. They will do that from the far side of the pitch. Katie Erickson left side. Erickson being defended well. She cuts inside that defender. Erickson will kick one towards the box, and the ball is loose, and then it will be driven out of bounds on a good defensive play by Haley Grumberg for Penn-Trafford, but it'll be a corner kick here for Norwin.
Yeah, good play by Grumberg to get it out of danger. First corner today for Norwin. We'll see what they have in store on their set pieces today, but a nice job by the defender to get it out of the zone.
Yep, even though you're going to get a quarter kick against you, you got to fight to live to fight another day, and that's exactly what she did there. Emily Arnold comes back to play it here for Norwin. Ball played towards the center circle.
Going back to Katie Erickson, she comes in the playoffs this offseason with 1 goal, 1 assist. She was a big 56 second teamer. She'll be going to Slippery Rock for her college choice, but a good athlete. Coach speaks highly of her, and she's definitely one of the top players on this Norwin team.
Mentioned earlier, it is a packed house here at Highmark Stadium. There are a ton of people here. You got the student sections on both sides as well. Congratulate the Penn-Trafford football team as Lacey Bernick will get set to throw it in here from the near touchline. Penn-Trafford with a hard-fought win against Fox Chapel yesterday, 28-21. John Ruane giving FC a lot of credit after that win for Penn-Trafford. And, of course, congratulations to the Norwin football team for a great season, making the playoffs for the 3rd or 4th straight time. Now I'm trying to think back here, but that was one of the few times in Norwin history. So congratulations to Coach Brzeski and the guys. They lost yesterday to Pine Richland, but could not quite get that win. But Phil Jerkovic's a handful for everybody.
Yeah, he's going to Notre Dame. Good ball player there, and good effort for the Knights. And that program just keeps getting better and improving every season. Absolutely,
no doubt about it. A lot of play here towards midfield as Iannuzzo will play one back for the Knights. 32:48 to play here in the first half. Here's a one-touch pass by Emily Harrigan to the near side to Lacey Bernick. Good step up, though, by Penn-Trafford's Kylie Dugan. Norwin, though, going to be right back on it as Iannuzzo will play it to the left side. And the ball will be driven towards the box. It'll be stepped up on, though. And, look at that physical play there. One of the Knights took out one of the Warriors, and we get the blood flowing. Katie Erickson, the guilty party for Norwin, as we get a shot here at our replay. Thanks a lot to our camera guys and our production team here today. Bang!
Yeah, Katie Erickson, showing her, her style of play on the field, and she's an aggressive player. She's a senior going against a sophomore there.
Right? That's a good point.
Yep. Definitely could see the difference there a little bit, but Grunberg's tough sophomore. She'll bounce back.
Comes a throw in for Penn-Trafford from the far side. Haley Grumberg, who took the worst of that, tossing it in. 31:55 to play first half, and going back to play it here will be Brady Tremuta. And she will get it to Maria Schultz. And now almost a steal. Here comes Iannuzzo, has some room here to the right side. And, just rolled off of her foot. And it's going to roll along the goal line for a goal kick for Penn-Trafford's Megan Giese. Just couldn't quite play it. You may have heard perhaps it was her dad. Said, come on, Danny.
Yeah, a little lackadaisical pass there. Just a little bit of nerves here earlier in the game. We're only about 9 minutes in. Just, just trying to work through the jitters here for Penn-Trafford.
Center circle, Lauren Stovar, who's had a really nice playoff. Stovar with a short pass. Now Penn-Trafford finally will bring it down to the Norwin end and perhaps challenge Sam Wexel. Mackenzie Young's near side gets it into the box to Stovar. She lost it, and the ball will be cleared now by Iannuzzo as she will punch it towards the far side of the pitch. Step up by Norwin. Ball will leak out of there as Emily Harrigan will send it forward. A couple of players fighting here on the far side of the pitch for possession. Now the ball comes loose, and this is for Norwin. Emily Harrigan, she gets the loose ball inside the box, and calmly playing it out will be Penn-Trafford. Hannah Wynn. Nice strong move as Wynn dribbles across the halfway line. Good step up on her, and a good turnover caused by Emily Arnold. And Arnold now going to jump on a loose ball right side. Arnold with some room. What's she going to do? She's going to send it towards the goal, and Giese will come out. And look out. Perhaps a nasty collision there, but Kesey's no worse for the wear. And the first shot on goal, and you hear the Penn-Trafford fans getting into it.
Yeah, Emily Arnold, dangerous player from Norwin. She comes in with 18 assists on the season. She's an all-section, all-WPIAL Big 56 first-teamer. Going to Slippery Rock. She's a tough player and definitely want to be aware when she has the ball, setting it up.
Saw Emily Harrigan crashing into Giese, but Megan knows when you go up against good players like that, you got to crash the net for your goals, and Harrigan's going to do that 10 out of 10 times, and Giese knows that. And she was up for the challenge there. Norwin and Penn-Trafford. Again, PT the first time here in the WPIAL Championship since 2003. Winning the section championship for the first time since 2013 with those pair of wins, or I should say the win and the tie against Norwin this season. Here's a ball that's down in the Norwin defensive third, and it will be cleared by Natalie Dermis, but it will result in a Penn-Trafford throw, and they're going to do it right away.
Yeah, since 97, the Warriors have 11 section titles. Norwin has 7, and they've shared 3. So, you know, every season since 97, it's either been Norwin or Penn-Trafford. That's what makes this rivalry so intense.
See Sam Wexel, Breast Cancer Awareness Month back in October, and Sam still sporting the pink jersey. Sam Wexel among several future college-bound athletes for these Norwin Knights. And when I say college, I mean Division I and Division II. Wexel, an Ohio U commit. Here comes Penn-Trafford through as Hannah Wynn has it. Ball will deflect back off of Hannah, and Wynn going for it. Little tussle from behind. She's able to clear it back here to Sarah Wynn. Hannah and Sarah playing a little catch here. The defender will blast it towards the attacking third as Lauren Stovar will go for it. Stovar just along the box, now along the goal line. Stovar will send it back out. Here's a one-time cross and a clear by Norwin.
Yeah, nice job getting it in. Getting the early set piece for Penn-Trafford. A nice job there to get this center in. You know, I noticed earlier, you know, Norwin's more the aggressive team so far. Definitely leaning on the Penn-Trafford defenders. That could take away later on in the game. But Penn-Trafford gets their first opportunity here.
Corner kick coming for Hannah Wynn, the senior. Puts the left arm up, and she's going to get into one, and here it comes to the box. Deflects off of a Norwin Knight, and a second goalkeeper there to try to keep the ball out. As we'll take a look back at that replay. See a good shot there of Hannah Wynn. Watch this. You see Wexel, and right there, ball cleared away by Katie Erickson.
Yeah, Katie Erickson, good ball player, senior. You know, she's, like we talked about her a little bit, going to Slippery Rock, one of their top players on the team and one of their top defenders.
27:15 to play here in this first half. 0-0. Geez, I guess the last goal scored between these teams was Lauren Stovar in that first meeting of the season between them in the 56th minute. The last 8 meetings between the teams, Norwin is 5-1-2.
Goal kick for Norwin.
So that was the first win for PT against Norwin in quite a while.
Yeah, this is the 4th time they've met in the playoffs. PT leads the series 2-1. You know, since 97. Hard to get some of those records before 97, but you know, just looking back on some of the history, you know, that again, that's what makes this rivalry so intense.
Want to give a big shout out to our guy Steve Vinton, Mr. Steve Vinton, who heads the PTTV at Penn-Trafford, good friend of ours, and a guy that we lean on a lot for technical support, technical advice, and just does a fantastic job with PTTV. There is really not many or any other schools in the WPIAL around the Western Pennsylvania area that offers what PT does to their TV students. I mean, they have an actual set that was given to them, I believe, by Root Sports a few years ago, donated to them. I mean, it's legit. So hello to Steve. He's watching today, actually watching on his 55-inch TV, he says. How does he get one of those? He's going to buy us one. Have a set piece here for Lauren Stovar for Penn-Trafford. Of course, the athletic directors, too, for both sides. Very close with both great guys, Carrie Hetrick and Brandon Rapp. I'm sure they're both here. Ball's going to come out to Frankovic. She tried to send it back in, deflected off of one of the Warriors, and the ball now will come back out. Danny Iannuzzo, or I should say that was Mackenzie Unks running around like she had her head cut off there. Always providing a great spark, Mackenzie Unks, very good player here for Penn-Trafford. You saw her tearing around there a little bit, number 2 for the Warriors, as that shot will deflect off of Brady Tremuta and come back out towards the center circle.
Well, Alyssa Victor was the number 7 there for Norwin on the set piece to start play here. After talking to Coach Karcher, she let me know that she was deemed out with hip surgery in the summertime and made her way back to this point. You know, that
Incredible.
just shows, great effort and great work by the young lady to get back.
Good ball moves here on the far side by Erickson, and now the ball is going to be on goal, and Giese gets down and makes the save.
Nice save by Giese. Didn't pay attention to any of the traffic in front, just pay attention to the ball, and a nice save.
Got right on the post there, cut down the angle, and able to stop it. And now Penn-Trafford's going to come back through to the attacking third. Pass didn't connect cleanly with Dugan, but she has it. Look at this dribbling by Dugan. She gets around a defender. She puts a shot on goal. It's scooped up easily by Sam Wexel. But a nice job there by Dugan. I don't think she accepted the pass cleanly there, Sean, but she was able to continue with it, stay with it, get around the defender, and at least get the shot on goal.
Yeah, Kylie Dugan, she's a Valparaiso commit. You spoke of her early in the season in their first matchup. You know, she comes in 10 goals, 5 assists, big 56-second team selection. You know, she's another solid player for the Warriors, and you know, we can read the accolades all day long on these players. It's just incredible. Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. Hunting for the ball there was Emily Harrigan. Most of the action has been down in the Norwin attacking third here, although PT has had some chances off the rush. Lacey Burnick will get set to throw it in here from the near side touchline for Norwin. Expect a lot of action between these teams. Again, the second game between them was just amazing, even though it was a 0-0 shutout. One of our camera guys, Chris Smith, was there with Christy Perger, who played at Norwin back in, 2002, I believe. Chris' girlfriend, Christy, now works at Seton Hill. Here's a shot from the right side, and it's going to bend wide as the shot was partially deflected. I believe it was Lexi Kendro that got it off, but Norwin's able to stay on it on the far side of the pitch.
I liked a lot of the stories during the week also in the paper between the two coaches, you know, playing for their respective schools, coaching for their respective schools, you know, and a great rivalry and a great friendship they have off the field. Oh,
really nice defensive play there by Sarah Wynn. Take a look back at that. You had Emily Harrigan streaming down the right side. And just headed right out of there. And even though Harrigan was tightly covered, still, though, you want to get your head on that. Don't allow Emily to even get a chance because she can make some special things happen.
Absolutely. She's the Rutgers commit, big-time player. And, you know, Maria Schultz had nice coverage on her. Definitely want to double her up.
Here's a shot, and Giese makes a save, absolutely robbing Lexi Kendro. Now the ball goes back to the net and misses wide to the left. Wow. And there you see a stunned Lexi Kendro.
Great effort by Giese to get out, laid out to get the save. You can see on the replay here, she reached out.
Oh, man.
Nice job by Giese to get that block.
She had to move there, Sean.
Yes.
I mean, it didn't hit her right. You know, I mean, she was in good position, but it was a good shot by Kendro. I mean, she really had to get to her right there and get down and make the save. Very nicely done by Megan Giese. She's been challenged early on here. Again, she had 5 saves last time out against against Upper St. Clair. Norwin, the win over NA in the semifinals. 21:37 to play here in the first half. Highmark Stadium, beautiful view here as you've been seeing. If you've been watching the other broadcasts that the Triblive High School Sports Network has been providing you in the WPIAL Championships, you've been seeing some great shots of the skyline, and I'm sure we'll have those for you here for this game as well.
It's a beautiful venue to
Oh
play a
my gosh,
game, you know,
yeah.
with football being downtown, soccer now, you know, it's basketball being across the river here, you know, it's great that the championships are played down this way in just a beautiful stadium. As the game's going on here, Norwin's starting to dictate a little bit of the time of possession, also playing a little more in Penn-Trafford's end. You know, the Warriors are looking to get it out, trying to even up the field a little bit. They're starting to play that overpowering game that got them 47 wins in a row.
Ball's going to go out along the end line. Goal kick coming up. Wynn drives it towards the halfway line. And now the ball remaining in the neutral third as Norwin looks to get on. Look at that little behind the head pass there. Beautifully done. Maybe a short bicycle pass by Emily Harrigan. And now the ball outside the 17-foot box. Here's a drive from about 20 feet away, and it's going to go over the goal. And teeing that one up was Danny Iannuzzo, and it's going to be a goal kick for Penn-Trafford.
Yeah, Iannuzzo, she's a big 56 honorable mention. Another solid player for the Knights. You know, she's a sophomore. She'll be in this rivalry a couple more years. But you know, this game doesn't also just play out here in high school. These teams have played against one another. You know, travel soccer. You know, growing up, the Norwin and Penn-Trafford youth soccer teams are quite the programs as the high school, and it builds all the way up through the youth all the way up.
19:15 to play in this first half. Brady Tremuta, the Seton Hill commit, looks to get it out, but she turns the ball over, and not being able to stretch to grab that one is Emily Harrigan. And here comes Penn-Trafford now on the rush, coming down the other way from right to left. Pass that goes into the middle, and overrunning it for Penn-Trafford was Lauren Stovar. Overran it just a bit. Good step up at midfield, though, by Brady Tremuta. Her short pass gets sent to Kylie Dugan.
Yeah, Lauren just overran. Maybe the pass was a little bit behind her.
Sam Wexel backing up here is bearing down on her is Hannah Wynn. She saves it from going out of bounds. Wynn with the cross and a header try. You hear the oohs as Mackenzie Youngst went for it, couldn't quite connect. And the ball is going to go out of bounds on the far touchline, and it will be a Penn-Trafford throw-in as we take another look at this cross.
Yeah, nice cross by Wynn. Giving Youngst a chance to knock it home.
Mackenzie just couldn't quite get her head on it, and now Norwin's going to stream over the neutral third of the field. 18-11 to play first half. There's a loose ball here, and Penn-Trafford's going to jump right on it. Kylie Dugan says, I'll take that. Her pass a little bit off the mark of Schultz, but she's able to pick it up and now go to Hannah Wynn. Wynn with Norwin defenders collapsing on her, but maybe not good enough. Wynn's going to get off the shot. Oh, she went for that top right corner and just sailed it over. Boy, it looked like Norwin was in position there, but Hannah Wynn was just able to kind of get away from him here.
Yeah, little confusion there.
Yeah. Miscommunication perhaps with the Knights, and then Hannah, the senior, gets off this blast and misses the top right corner. And, this Penn-Trafford team, Sean, they know who they're going up against here in Sam Wexel. And Norwin knows they're going up against a good keeper in Megan Giese. So I'm not saying, you want to put shots on goal, whether they're good shots or bad shots, but you're also trying to place those shots too, because you know that if you don't place the shots, you're not going to beat Sam Wexel.
Definitely, yeah. She's a solid goaltender. She had 49 career shutouts for a reason. She's one of the best in Western Pennsylvania. In the WPIAL's ever seen it, on the girls' side, so you definitely have to be aware and try to get off as many, good shots as you can.
Sorry, Sean. You can see Penn-Trafford starting to maybe take a little bit of this momentum back, a little bit of the territory advantage, as we're going to have a substitution here for PT. Emma Rain will come onto the field. Again, folks, you're watching this game live on the Westmoreland Sports Network and our new partners, the Triblive High School Sports Network. For those of you that got an opportunity to listen and watch our football broadcast last night, you know a little bit more about this partnership, but we want to, again, thank Trib CEO Jen Bertetto, along with many others at the Trib, as we're going to have a whistle. And it's going to be a goal kick here for Norwin. But CEO Jen Bertetto, Kevin Smith, Justin Labar, Don Rebel, all the guys at the Trib and the Triblive High School Sports Network. Very excited about this partnership. We're very excited to be producing the WPIAL Championship games for the Triblive High School Sports Network. And if it involves a Westmoreland County team, we're going to have our broadcast, and it's going to be on the Triblive High School Sports Network. So we are, again, very excited to be bringing all of the action to you, and thanks for everybody for watching today.
Absolutely. No doubt. Definitely great to get the exposure into Westmoreland County, bring it in deeper into the roots, and people get to see the teams on the Westmoreland County side. You mentioned Emma Rain coming into the game. She comes in 4 goals, 8 assists on the season, another solid player for the Warriors. She's a sophomore, another young player. A lot of young players for the Warriors here. I think there's only about 7 to 8 seniors on the team here. So, this team will be a pretty good team to reckon with for years to come.
Here's Stovar with a floater, and grabbing it out of the air will be Sam Wexel. Wexel, a senior.
Yeah, I count 6 on the roster, so 6 seniors, and that bodes well. The last time the Warriors were in the WPIAL Finals, 2003, and they made it to the finals 2001, 2002, and 2003. Losing to Upper St. Clair in 1 and 2, but finally breaking that bridge and getting over it in 2003. This could be another one of those runs for the Warriors.
Speaking of the Trib, I was talking with our good pal Bill Beckner, who's covering the game for Triblive, and I said, there's so much prep information you get with these two teams because there's so many good players. They played 2 great games. PT's here for the first time since '03. Norwin's back-to-back champs is cutting inside as Hannah Wynn. Inside the box she goes. Wynn right side, stepped up on nicely by Madison Jenicola, and now getting a floater to the net and scooped out of the air by Sam Wexel on that shot by Penn-Trafford. But Bill said, I did a couple of stories leading up to this game, which hopefully everybody read. I know I got a chance to see them. I think you did too, Sean. And he said, I probably could have written 10 more. He said, there's so many good things happening, with these coaches and stuff. These coaches really respect one another. You can tell at the end of games they really do. And you mentioned they playing for their respective teams too. Dugan with a cross, doesn't connect. Loose ball just inside the 17-foot box. And it will be driving it out of trouble. Emily Arnold for Norwin.
Go with her!
Here's Emily Harrigan now on it. And a very nice defensive play indeed by Maria Schultz. She's only a freshman going up against Emily Harrigan, the senior. And once again, one of the best players you'll see that Rutgers commit.
Whenever you see a player of her caliber, you definitely want to step up your game, and that's what Maria Schultz did right there. Coming over and breaking up the play, forcing it to the other side of the field.
Emily Harrigan a season ago with 32 goals and 14 assists. Do we have Harrigan this season, Sean?
Yeah, she's regular season 18 goals, 12 assists. Okay. In the playoffs, she's 5 goals, 3 assists. She's an all-section, all-WPIAL, Big 56 first-team high school sports player of the week, and a Rutgers commit. Her resume speaks for itself. Good player.
I want to give a shout-out to the Big 56 as well. They actually tweeted at us a couple days ago on our coverage of on Thursday of the 2 championship games we produced for the Triblive High School Sports Network, and want to give those folks a shout out. Ball will go out on the far touchline here, and ball is going to be tossed back in by Penn-Trafford, or I should say by Norwin, and now the ball is going to be headed around between both sides. Mackenzie Ungst went off of her last, I believe. Yes, it goes out along the far touchline. Eva Frankovic set to toss it in for the Knights. We're under 12 minutes to play here in the first half. Megan Giese was challenged moments ago. Well, it seems like moments ago. I suppose we're probably about 10 minutes ago at this point, but she really stood up to the challenge for sure.
Yeah, the Warriors starting to flip the field a little bit, playing down on this side of the field. Both teams, well conditioned. You're going to see a little give and take going back and forth. But number 31 coming in for Norwin, Caitlin Kaufman.
There you see the Norwin student section down to our left.
Caitlin Kaufman, a freshman coming in. A couple freshmen getting some work here for both teams, and that just shows the experience and how much these players are learning on both sides of the ball.
Ball will come to the center, and now it'll be driven back towards the center circle, and now headed back towards the Norwin side off of Mackenzie Ungst. Ball's going to come to the near side. Playing it slowly is Hannah Wynn. Little short pass, but it doesn't connect with Kylie Dugan. And Norwin set to throw it in from the near touchline. Again, Lauren Karcher, 62-3-2 record. The Norwin head coach, Jackie Bartko, who is a Seton Hill grad, 44-11-3 is her record. And as many know, the Westmoreland Sports Network carries Seton Hill University athletics, and I've had a chance to talk to a few coaches there that, of course, remember Jackie, as she was Jackie Fawcett back then, before she got married. And actually one of our camera guys, Chris Smith, who works at Seton Hill, said, hey, there's Jackie. And again, these coaches definitely a lot of respect for one another. But hey, today they want to beat one another, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, somebody wants that trophy.
Yes, sir.
Jackie wants one of her own, with Lauren getting the last two.
Mackenzie Young's from about 25 yards away, and she will just bounce it towards goalkeeper Sam Wexel. Talk about the captains for Penn-Trafford: Hannah Wynn, Lauren Stovar, Mackenzie Youngston, Brady Tremuta, as we have a whistle.
And Kylie Dugan getting in and just a little too aggressive there, but you can't fault just trying to be aggressive and going after it. Norwin's doing it themselves, and definitely got to try to do your best to get in there also.
There's a long drive towards the 17-yard box, and it will be cleared by Penn-Trafford back towards the halfway line, where it'll be played by Maddie Giannicola. This Norwin athletic program is not a stranger to these games, and not just the soccer team, which they're back-to-back WPIAL champions, but you look at the girls basketball team, 2 straight WPIAL championships for them not long ago, and
the Warriors also with their
the Penn-Trafford, exactly,
defeating Hempfield, 2 Westmoreland County teams in the basketball championship.
Yeah, that was fun. Penn-Trafford winning that year. 8:47 and counting here in the first half. Here's a long shot. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Rebound comes out. That's going to be driven over the goal as well. What a shot from distance. And we'll take a look at the replay. I think the rebound might have been Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin Kaufman.
Yes, the freshman. That close to giving her team a 1-0 victory, or 1-0 lead here in the championship game.
Yeah, shot there.
That was Alyssa Victor.
Victor with the shot. We talked about her coming off hip surgery in the offseason. They didn't even think she would play. And boy, did she have a nice shot from way out and almost gave the Knights a 1-0 lead.
Oh, my. Just couldn't quite settle that one down. I mean, she had to get the shot off quickly to Caitlin, and with the defender bearing down on her. Sheesh. 7:55 and counting here in the first half. Left side, it's Dugan. She cuts into the middle. Short pass is sent on the right side to Mackenzie Unks. She sends it over to the right side to Win. And now it'll be intercepted by Norwin as they look to come back out with it with 7:40 to play here in the first half. Turning around and passing it to the left side was Frankovic, and now the ball will be moved towards the Penn-Trafford side of things here with 7:30 on the clock. Running over to the far side will be Haley Grumberg for Penn-Trafford. Now we're going to have some subs coming in.
And number 6, Jordan Lawrence coming in, junior for Penn-Trafford.
And
Lexi Kendro back on the field for Penn-Trafford. Good shot there of number 19, Katie Erickson. Far side of the pitch. There's another floater inside the 17-yard box. That ball is going to be out and trying to drive it back in. One of the Knights now trying to clear it. Intercepted. There's a shot and a save by Giese again. Shot from about 22 feet or 22 yards away. And it was, I believe, Lexi Kendro.
Yeah, they're getting some success with these outside shots coming from far. Giese having a little bit of trouble with them. In the last one, Sarah Wynn with a good job just clearing it out and getting it out of danger.
Yep, no rebounds to talk about there, as we're going to have a throw in here from the near side for Lacey Bernick. From the near touchline, Bernick throws it in. Trying to control it here is Caitlin Kaufman. Now the ball's going to go inside the box, headed by one of the Penn-Trafford defenders. Ball cleared, but not quite out. Norwin keeps it alive with Lacey Bernick's header. Trying to turn up with it now for Penn-Trafford, Kylie Dugan. And now the pass will elude Dugan from her fellow defender, Maria Schultz. Penn-Trafford, though, right back on it. Trying to hem her in here is Lacey Bernick. And now the Warriors will try to drive it a little further towards midfield, but they can't quite do it. So Norman doing a good job of hemming them in here, Sean.
Yeah, not letting them, trying to play a little one-touch, trying to get it out, but not Norwin not giving them enough room to be able to pull it off, and it's frustrating the Warriors a little bit. They're young defenders back here.
Maria Schultz will just wisely let this one go along the goal line. So Penn-Trafford maybe a little bit of a break there on a kind of a poor throw-in by Norwin. as Mike Lang would say, get the heat out of a hot kitchen right there.
Absolutely. When Norwin's buzzing, we definitely want to get it out. The heart starts to race a little bit more.
Sarah Wynn will drive it towards the halfway line, stepped up by Iannuzzo for the Norwin Knights. And now the ball will be played back to the circle as Lexi Kendro, one of the Knights, go down, nothing called. Now the ball will come back to the halfway line. It'll be stepped up, though, by Norwin. Short pass comes to Bernick here on the near side. Bernick with a through ball. Racing after it for the Knights will be Kaufman. Nice step up on her by Wynn, and Wynn will drive it out of trouble. Off of Stovar, she goes for it center circle. Now the Warriors maybe with a chance here. Lawrence with a lead pass. Here comes Wexel sliding out and just picking up the ball off the Highmark turf.
Nice aggressive goaltending there by Wexel to come out. That's the experience, the senior leader there, to come out and take care of it and shut it down. .417 and counting here in half number one. Now Norwin on the march here left side. That pass goes to Penn-Trafford instead. And Wynn again will boot it towards the center circle off of Stovar. And now the ball will bounce back towards the defensive third for Penn-Trafford. We have a whistle and the ball's going back to PT. Set piece for the Warriors. 3:55 to play first half. Good look there of Hannah Wynn. Hannah, leading goal scorer, Duquesne commit, 20 goals, 23 assists, leading the team with 54 career goals and 54 career assists, man. She is a good one. Here comes Emily Harrigan. Harrigan with a through ball. And that's an easy one for Giese as she comes out aggressively and picks it up, as Erin Brady was there for defense as well for the Warriors. Megan Giese comes in this season. She has 8 shutouts on a season. No more than 2 goals scored in a game.
Here comes Penn-Trafford. Now here's a chance. Here's a shot. He scores! Off the rush. Penn-Trafford scores, and I believe it was Hannah Wynn.
Hannah Wynn, the captain.
Penn-Trafford 1, Norwin nothing. On the goal, you're going to see it right here. Hannah Wynn picking it up, and look at her speed, folks. She passes the ball up ahead and just beats 3 Norwin defenders to the ball, and she takes it the rest of the way and drives it by Sam Wexel with a perfect shot. That was pretty.
That was very nice. Nice job by Stovar to get the pass over to Wynn, and she did the rest, outrunning 3 defenders. An impressive goal for Wynn. Hannah Wynn, she's one of the captains on this team. Duquesne commit, 20 goals and 23 assists. She's the leading the team with 54 career assists. She's an all-section, all-WPIAL, and Big 56 first teamer. You know, nice job there, and she proved why she's at that level. And she'll be going to Duquesne in next season. I'm sure they'll be glad to have her.
Oh, that goes in. How about that? The Knights tie it up. Wow. What happened there?
Little confusion there by the defenders. The defenders back on the back line. Sarah Wynn talking with Giese.
See the set piece here coming from the far side.
With the set piece.
I don't know that it hit anybody.
No, just
I think that's going to go to Victor. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah. Yep, Victor definitely will get that. And like we talked to her already, what a great story for her. You know, to make it back to this game, and she gets the goal to tie it up. But Giese just a little out of place there. Defenders couldn't get a touch on it and just bounced over top of Giese.
So just it looked like a harmless set piece. That's why you drive it towards the goal. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what Victor did there. And it is 1-1. .145 on the moving clock here, as it always does in soccer. Unless a goal is scored and 2 were just scored, rapid fire. Penn-Trafford 1, Norwin 1.
Yeah, just a little confusion there from the defenders. The goalkeeper not on the same page there.
Trying to go up high to head this one out of trouble, but not able to do it. One of the Warriors. Now it's going to come free to the middle of the field. trying to play it was Victor. And Victor's going to touch it to the left side. Now the ball driven back towards the goal, and watching it harmlessly go out of bounds was Megan Giese.
We talked about it earlier. The kicks from deep have been, troubling Giese a little bit, and it finally bit her. That was not, a harmless shot, like we said. You didn't think it was going to go in, but a little miscommunication, and it just bounced right through. And they've been giving her a little bit of trouble here in the first half.
Here's Alyssa Victor racing after this one, or I should say Emily Harrigan, racing after this one for the Knights from the left side. Emily, look at that dribbling as the ball is going to go out.
Nice defense there by Aaron Brady to stay right with her.
Good battle there between Harrigan and Brady. Brady wins the battle, and Penn-Trafford's going to win here as they're going to send it away on the goal kick and maybe let this time run out. Or are they going to have a free kick? 25 seconds remaining. 1-1 the score, and if you happen to miss either of those goals, we will have the replays of them coming up at halftime. And we are just seconds away from getting to the break.
10.
Throw in from the far side. Headed out of bounds by Grumberg for Penn-Trafford. And that is going to wrap up the first half.
Going to go to half.
Well, Norwin kind of dominated the first half of the first half. Penn-Trafford then came back and really tilt the field in their favor. They got a goal out of it, but somehow, some way, Alyssa Victor was able to sneak that ball from long distance on the far touchline over the head of a couple of PT defenders and in behind Megan Giese. And our first goal, 1-1.
First goal on Giese almost in 200 minutes in this game. You figure the first two games being shut out.
That's true.
80 minutes each, at 160 total, and then you come into this game, almost made it 200 minutes, without letting up a goal, but just an unlucky bounce, 1-1. We got a fresh game here in the second half.
1-1 our score. All of the action on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Triblive High School Sports Network. And what we're going to do, we are going to take a break. We want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors of the Westmoreland Sports Network, including sponsors of today's broadcast here on WSN. FSQ Sports Training in Level Green, and also Dom's Pizzeria in Trafford. Great supporters of Penn-Trafford Athletics, and also great supporters of the Westmoreland Sports Network as well. And you're watching all the action here on WSN and the Triblive High School Sports Network. We'll be back to Highmark after this.
Give your taste buds a taste of Italy by biting into a slice of pizza at Dom's Pizzeria in Trafford. Voted by the readers of the Tribune Review as the best pizza in Trafford, Dom offers 17 unique toppings for you to choose from. Also try Dom's specialty pizzas, all made with 100% olive oil. Dom's Pizzeria also has wings, hoagies, calzones, wraps, and pasta, all at affordable prices. Eat in or take out, and we deliver. Call 412-372-DOMS. Cabot Avenue in Trafford, and a proud sponsor of tonight's Warrior Player of the Game.
Hi, Westmoreland County football fans. This is Chad Ammon, president of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce. At the Chamber, we open doors for businesses every day, providing our members with the tools, programs, and opportunities they need to grow. By helping our county businesses reach their goals, our community's overall quality of life is enhanced. Call 724-834-2900 or visit westmorelandchamber.com for your company to become a member of the Chamber of Commerce. The Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce, building business, connecting communities, and empowering people.
Triblive has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. Triblive.com. Triblive.com. News and more 24/7.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Record-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveYou.
Back here on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Triblive High School Sports Network, our score at halftime, 1-1. PT and Norwin. Penn-Trafford looking for its first WPIAL championship. Last time they were here, 2003. And for the Norwin Knights, their third straight WPIAL title for Norwin. And we talked about a few things earlier, Sean, in terms of the last time these teams played in the WPIAL playoffs. That was back in 2002, which Penn-Trafford won 2-1 in overtime. That was the quarterfinals. And they also played in the semifinals in 2001 with Penn-Trafford winning that one 2-1. The 1997 semifinals, Norwin clipped Penn-Trafford by a final score of 1-0. So a lot of good stuff going into this game. Again, the Knights had a lot of success against Penn-Trafford the last decade or so, but PT with a huge win earlier this year. Then you had that 0-0 tie, and now I think that was a gigantic goal for Norwin. I mean, Penn-Trafford started to play better. They started to tilt the field a little bit, and they got a goal. And you're thinking right there, wow, if they get another one, that's going to be, that's going to be huge. Certainly when you talk about the result of this game, but Norwin getting a goal like that, I mean, they'll definitely take it. That was a huge one looked like a. Just a free kick that wasn't
a busted play.
Yeah, kind of a busted play. That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, kind of a busted play. But Norwin, I mean, that's an experience. That's what experience does. The teams, top teams, they find those type of plays to get back into the game. They don't give up. They take every opportunity, and they found their way back to a 1-1 tie here at halftime, and now it's back to an even game going into the second half, and we wouldn't have it any other way with these two rivals going against one another.
I accidentally said earlier this would be Penn-Trafford's second WPIAL soccer championship, I believe, right?
Yeah, this would be their second.
This would be their second. Okay, yes.
Yep.
They also won in 2003 when the Warriors won the WPIAL title. So this would be their second. The Knights on the other side with 4 titles. They also won in 96 and 97, and of course the last 2 seasons as well coming into this season. We mentioned earlier Penn-Trafford with a 1-0 victory over Norwin the first time the teams met in Harrison City. That snapped Norwin's 47-game regular season winning streak and also a 43-game unbeaten streak in the section. And we had that game on the Westmoreland Sports Network, and a lot of talk going into that game was the fact that Norwin was the #1 team in the top drawer soccer national rankings And that obviously pushed them out of those rankings. And I think those rankings are kind of silly. I mean, that's great promotion for the program.
Right.
And for any program that's in it, kudos to them. That's awesome promotion of the program. When we talk about actually rankings, it's not like Norwin's going to play a team from Kentucky or something like that. So it was great for the program, but the fact that they lost and got moved out of there, I don't think they really minded that, but they definitely came back with a chip on their shoulder. But again, I mean, you can just talk, I think, for days about the talent and about the story for both of these teams. We're trying to get all the info about them that's interesting, but right now we just have 40 more minutes of soccer to play.
Yeah, 40, maybe plus, depending if we can see some extra time the way the first game went today, or the second game, I should say. But, yeah, both teams, a lot of talent on both sides, well coached. It's the typical matchup that you want to see, and like you said at the beginning of the broadcast, this is what everybody wants to see. In Pittsburgh, is what everybody was talking about. This is the championship game everybody wants, and definitely, the talent showed on the first half. It was a little. Norwin started off, tilting the field their way, going towards the Warriors, but then the Warriors came back, took the lead, and then Norwin gets a big bounce there, and just the way a championship game should be.
Looking at the final Section 4 standings there, see Penn-Trafford claiming the section title. Kiski area actually had a nice little run in the soccer playoffs. Connellsville, Hempfield, and Latrobe, the 4, 5, and 6 teams there in Section 4 as we're getting set to go for the second half. Hey, let's take a look at the goals, huh? This was Penn-Trafford's goal. Now, it was 0-0 through the first 46-50 of the first half until this happened on the rush. Speaking of rushing, how about Wynn here? Just a tremendous goal. And Hannah knocks it by Sam Wexel for a 1-0 lead for Penn-Trafford again. 3 defenders there, and just the speed. You see it right there. It's good musical accompaniment right there for that goal.
Absolutely, yeah.
1-0 Penn-Trafford, but Norwin would strike back on this. It looked like a harmless set piece from the far touchline, and then it went over one of the Knights, didn't touch her, says Bill Beckner, and then it goes by Megan Giese for the goal, and you see Emily Harrigan right there was ready to tap it home, but she didn't need to.
Right. Yeah, and going back to the Hannah Wynn goal, that was, the defenders that she went by, she went by Maddie Gencock. Is that
Janicola?
Went past Maddie Janicola. Natalie Dumas was there. Also Emily Arnold. I mean, those are top players for Norwin that she blew by that are going to big-time schools. So kudos to her. And then we talked about the goal for Norwin, by Alyssa Victor, and the story of her coming back from hip surgery and being able to play in this game. Definitely, both girls, earning those goals, and a great job here in the first half.
We were trying to determine, as you saw in those replays, folks, if one of the Knights was able to maybe touch it with her head there on that goal. And we looked at the replays, you saw a few times, and didn't look like she did. And Bill Beckner said she didn't, so that's the bottom line. Right?
Yep.
We'll go with Bill.
Yep.
Hey, there you see one of the barges going behind Highmark Stadium here. Just an absolutely beautiful skyline. Roger, can you get them? There we go. I didn't even need to tell you to have them pan out. They knew. Just absolutely gorgeous stuff here at Highmark Stadium. And even if you're not a soccer fan, you don't live that far from Pittsburgh, most of you, right? I mean, get down here and, enjoy the scenery, get a Riverhounds game in, and do all that good stuff.
Take a ride on the incline.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Great job, guys. Dustin Beck, Chris Smith on the cameras here. Roger Downs helping produce. Sean Benjamin to my left. I'm Dan Flickinger here on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Triblive High School Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in as the Warriors will work the ball back here. They move from left to right. It'll come back to Brady Tremuta. She loses it now in open field. And coming up to take it and blast the ball down for the Knights was Katie Erickson, and that's a lead pass here to Emily Harrigan. Harrigan being chased from behind by Brady. Harrigan stops up on the goal line, lost the ball though. Good defense on a couple of defenders there by Penn-Trafford. Mackenzie Youngs tries to clear it out of trouble. Good step up, though, by Norwin's Alyssa Victor. And Victor will send a shot in there, and Giese gets down, makes herself big, as they say in baseball. And as you're a catcher, you just get down and just try to eat up most of the goal that you can, and did a nice job there.
Definitely the sophomore goalie having a little bit of trouble on those long-range shots, but you saw the athletic ability of Harrigan, on that last part, coming down, almost taking it in, but good defense by the Warriors to keep it away.
Alyssa Victor with the shot there. Great job by Giese, getting her body in front of it, absorbing the shot. And that'll keep the game at 1-1. First chance early on here in the second half. We mentioned Dom's Pizzeria, one of our sponsors of today's WPIAL Class 4A Girls Soccer Championship. We'll be naming a Dom's Pizza Player of the Game after the game, like we do during our Penn-Trafford football broadcast. We have a goal kick coming up here for PT.
Can't go wrong with a Dom's Pizza.
No, absolutely. Hey, they had some of that at Penn-Trafford yesterday, man. Oh,
just excellent.
Yes, it is. I know you got to chow down a little bit on that, right?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I was able to talk to Dom during the day.
That's right, you said that,
yeah. He was excited about his playoff game last night.
East Allegheny.
Yeah, they were victorious 28-14 against Mohawk. Yeah, he said that would be one of his big wins in his coaching career. Good for him.
A couple of ties at East Allegheny is getting pushed from behind. Katie Erickson. Goal kick coming up here for Penn-Trafford, but the athletic director at East Allegheny, Tim Cortazzo, of course, is a PT guy, and his son, Timmy Cortazzo, owns FSQ Sports Training, so we just connect the dots here.
Yep. Yeah, good family, great family.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, both, Cortazzo's related to the Dom Pecora also, and, cousins, and just runs in the family. Good people, good family, and a good pizza shop.
Eva Frankovic, that's the most important thing for us anyway. Here comes Erickson near touchline. A good defensive step up by Ungst as she will drive the ball out of bounds. It goes off of Erickson last, and Penn-Trafford will get set to throw it in from the left side. Got a shot there of 19, Katie Erickson, the senior. Ball comes out of bounds here on the near side. We mentioned the teams run to this WPIAL championship. Penn-Trafford picking up wins against Penn Hills, Fox Chapel, and Upper St. Clair. The Warriors this season averaging 4.8 goals a game. Norwin on the other side in the postseason, 6-1 over Cannon Mac, 3-1 against Kiski area. And then, of course, that 2-0 victory of North Allegheny. The North Allegheny boys played an entertaining game here on Thursday. Yes, they did. They were trailing 1-0 with under 7 minutes to play against Peters Township, and they scored twice in the last 7 minutes or so to win the game 2-1. And one was an own goal, and that was a tough way for Peters Township to give up the tying goal. But you see it in soccer sometimes, right?
Yeah, it's all part of the game, and players learn from it.
Emma Rain going after this one, deflecting it by her, though, is Katie Erickson, as the ball is going to come out of bounds here on the near side. Come right back into play as Mackenzie Youngs plays it off her chest, and here is Emma Rain right side. Rain with a cross in front, ball deflected away, and now off the face of one of the Warriors inside the box, and she has fell here. She actually is down on both knees. They're going to keep the play going here, and now a whistle, and they're going to stop the clock here as we're going to get a shot of the injured Warrior. Man, she took that right in the face. That is Jordan Lawrence.
She took a hard shot there.
And that's a girl, Sean, you don't want to lose.
No.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Yeah, right off the side of the head, right off the ear. She's up and moving, but definitely took a hard shot to the ear.
Oh, my. And the way your head snaps back like that, too. I mean, glad to see that she's able to walk under her own power and everything. And I wonder if she may have lost a contact, too. Jeez. Yeah, you can see Jordan kind of rubbing her eye like that.
These ladies are tough as nails. They're not going to come out for nothing.
Nope.
She'll be out for a minute. She'll get back in here.
Especially this game, right? They're not going to be out for long for sure.
No.
And we were just talking about that. You step up sometimes, you can really take one hard off the head.
I'm impressed with the Warriors getting a lot of time in the Norwin zone this game, compared to the first two meetings. You know, Norwin dictated the time of possession. You know, Penn-Trafford really flipping the field in this game.
Emily Harrigan couldn't quite track that one down, and
Corner kick to Norwin.
it's going to be a corner kick for Norwin, so it goes off of Penn-Trafford, and it's going to be a Norwin corner kick here.
You know, Sarah Wynn there, you know, trying to get it back to Giese, just not where she wanted to place it on that return there.
Yep, easy call for the officials.
Yeah.
Off the foot of Wynn, here comes the corner for Norwin. And Giese tries to punch it out, and oh boy, that ball just bounced to the right of the goal.
And another corner on the other side, coming up, another set piece for Norwin.
Saw Giese punch it out, and it went off of the head of one of the Knights.
Emily Harrigan.
There you go. See Emily getting her nose in there again, man. She just is not afraid to go to the goal, ever. That's where she makes her money.
Alyssa Victor on the corner here.
Well, Victor will try it from the right side. Now this one floats in there, and it goes off of one of the Knights. Might have been Frankovic. Penn-Trafford trying to track it down. Norwin right back on. Here's Emily Arnold now. Arnold with a short pass. It'll give and go. Arnold from the right side.
Nice.
Shoots. Oh, what a save by Giese.
Nice save by Giese. She was ready the whole time. She had help to the backside.
I think the setup would have been prettier than the goal had they got it.
Nice one touch there. She had help to the backside, so she sold out on that front side and had a nice save there.
Big time stuff. Watch this little touch. And right back to you.
Yeah.
Arnold gets off the shot. Giese up to the task.
Nothing prettier than one touch soccer.
Good job once again by our camera guys today. Dustin Beck, Chris Smith, Roger Downs producing. 33:05 to play, second half. Another game after this one that'll be on the Triblive High School Sports Network. It'll be West Allegheny and Montour boys. The ball's going to dribble all the way down so Sam Wexel can come to her left and scoop it up. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter for more on Westmoreland County High School Sports at Westmoreland SM. We'd love to have you. Tweeting out pictures, videos, broadcast information, articles, all that good stuff, news items. At Westmoreland SN, as Wynn will play it back further towards the Penn-Trafford defensive third. Now Aaron Brady will kick it towards the halfway line. It'll be headed back towards Penn-Trafford side by Frankovic. And now the ball is going to roll all the way to the near side. Saving it from going out was Aaron Brady. Connects on the short pass with Brumberg, and there was Harrigan again like a shark trying to get in there and get a steal. And now here's a steal by Iannuzzo. And there goes Harrigan racing after this one. Also going after it, Sarah Wynn, and the ball's just going to go out along the goal line.
Goal kick.
And Penn-Trafford will get set to send it away.
Back in the game for Penn-Trafford, number 6, Jordan.
We didn't even realize this, Sean, but in that first half, our camera guys came in and said it was raining a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of, not much, just a couple sprinkles here and there. It's not raining anymore, is it, Roger? No? No, that's good. Protect the equipment. That's the bottom line. But, just a little spritzing here at Highmark Stadium, Station Square. And this is Kendro. And Kendro, on a nice defensive play, gets stripped. And then she runs by another one, does Maria Schultes.
Lexi Kendro has 24 goals on the year, 12 assists. She has 3 goals in the playoffs and 1 assist. She's another Duquesne commit.
Norwin with the steal just outside the center circle. Victor will leave it off for Iannuzzo. She has room. Iannuzzo with a pass to the left side to Erickson. She gets knocked over. Nothing called. Strong defense by Emma Rain as she knocks her down. Speaking of the Rain, and what a great play indeed. Step up by Victor with the steal, and Victor tees one up and misses the goal.
I'll tell you what, you'd never be able to tell Alyssa Victor had hip surgery. She is up and down the field and moving. You could see a little bit of a limp, but she plays so well. Nice job.
Look at that.
Good midfielder.
Alyssa Victor. Yeah, that's testing that out right there, isn't it?
Yep.
Man. She's no worse for wear. She's fine. She will play it back to one of her defenders, her teammate, Natalie Dermis, the senior. Send it over the halfway line, and now on the attack come the Norwin Knights once again. In the offensive third they come. Here's a shot from distance, and Giese will be able to pick it up. That one coming from about 25 feet away.
You can feel the offense for Norwin starting to heat up a little bit. They're in the 4-2-4, and their 4 forwards are moving up the field quickly. the midfielders are getting the ball off to him quick, and they're pressing that Penn-Trafford defense.
There's a little bump by Victor, and one of the Warriors wanted a foul called there as that shot's going to skip wide. And that's going to result in a goal kick for Penn-Trafford as we get a close look at some of the ladies that are laying it on the line here today in this WPIAL 4A Girls Championship game. And Alyssa Victor, good shot of the Norwin Knight. Penn-Trafford finished last year 15-4-1 overall, a spot below Norwin in the section. PT defeated Alderdice to open the WPIAL playoffs, but lost to Mount Lebanon. Tough one, 3-2 in the quarterfinals. Of course, Norwin winning the WPIAL championship back-to-back years. They went 21-1-1 last year. Knights beat Cannon Mac in the WPIAL championship, and here's a Kesey with an amazing save.
Save is pushed wide.
Lexi Kendro gets around Sarah Wynn there, and a nice save by Megan Giese to keep it 1-1.
Amazing save on Lexi Kendro, and what a great job by her getting around Wynn to tee up the shot. And Giese, oh, baby, that was nice. Just to the left, and looked like Lexi Kendro didn't want to get off the turf there.
Yeah, what a save by the sophomore goalkeeper.
Here comes a corner kick, and that goes off the post maybe.
Yeah.
Ball's going to be cleared out by Penn-Trafford. Good step up by Norwin. Here they come again. Maddie Genicola will send one towards Giese. She plays that one off the turf. Knights starting to take control.
Starting to heat up. You could feel it a couple minutes ago. And they're definitely starting to turn the field here. Warriors looking a little tired.
Let's see this one more time. Kendro, physical play there to get around Wynn. She was right there, and it was a good shot. I mean, it really was. And Kendro couldn't believe it. Just could not believe it. Megan Giese, highway robbery. Over the midfield stripe came Hannah Wynn, the neutral third. Almost lost the ball. Wynn, though, good dribbling as she will touch it back to Brady. Now goes to Ungst here on the near side. McKenzie cutting into the middle of the field, tried a little through ball, and the ball bounces off of Norwin. Rain going for it. And instead it will be cleared by Eva Frankovic on a nice defensive play for the Knights. 27:40 to play. Both goals were scored in that first half with just over 3 minutes to play. Wynn scored, and then just under 3 minutes it was Victor with the goal. Streaming down the right side comes Lauren Stover. Pass comes into the middle. They can't tee up the shot. A couple of players go down.
Good effort there by Kylie Dugan to take the center from Lauren Stover. Nice job, PT trying to counter back.
Dugan just couldn't quite tee it up, and then she got contact by Lacey Bernick there on the replay. Both players went down, and Wexel said, "I'll take the ball." Here come the Knights now down the other side. Harrigan looking for it. She's putting all types of pressure on Mackenzie Ungst. Those two collide with one another. Out of bounds it goes.
Harrigan, a very physical player, not afraid to stick her nose in. That explains the Rutgers commit handball there on the Warriors, but no call. No call to keep play moving.
Mentioned Mackenzie Ungst, of course. Her sister Casey Ungst was a tremendous soccer player and a tremendous kicker for the football team as well, as we're going to have a foul.
Free kick for Norwin.
Boy, John Ruane has found some great kickers, hasn't he?
Yes.
I mean, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Casey was excellent, and they put up a ton of points when she was their kicker. And she hit them all pretty much, all the extra points. Front of the box. Ball's going to be played back here as Rain will go touch it. Little short pass to Stovar. Stovar will send one to the middle, and the ball will be cleared out by Norwin. Off of Brady Tremuta. She tries to save it from going up the field. Not able to quite do so as Iannuzzo being pressured now. Iannuzzo will get the pass away near the halfway line. And it will be Lexi Kendro storming up ahead. Kendro a little bit too far. Tried to lead herself there. And it was Wynn cutting her off on a good angle.
Yeah, Maria Schultes took a chance there on Kendro, and Kendro was able to get around.
Ball will come out toward the neutral third. Penn-Trafford trying to play it up ahead. Goes by Hannah Wynn on the boot. Now Harrigan racing after this one, trying to split a couple of defenders. Here's Harrigan, tries to get off the shot. Maybe she tried to draw a foul. Nothing called, as Penn-Trafford will come back out with it. Here's a nice steal by Norwin, though. They're back on it. Left side, this is Frankovic. Frankovic will send one towards the goal, lofting that, and it'll be headed away by Penn-Trafford's Aaron Brady. We'll take a look back at that replay once we have a moment as Harrigan went down inside the box. Here comes Victor stepping up. Victor with some room. She will send one towards the box. It deflects off of a PT defender and Aaron Brady. And the ball played back out towards midfield. Frankovic swing and a miss, and we have a foul there. Yeah. As we take a look back at this replay for Harrigan.
Great job by Harrigan to squeeze through the defenders.
No, there's no foul there at all. She just went down. And,
she just fell.
Good effort by her.
Yeah, great athletic ability. You could see she's their gun. They're trying to get it to her and get her in space to get that leading goal.
There's Alyssa Victor with the set piece and headed up in the air and out of bounds by Wynn, and Wynn's upset about something.
Yeah. She's a feisty girl back there.
Yeah.
She's definitely a leader back on the back end, helping out, but a set piece coming up for Norwin.
Norwin corner kick. Alyssa Victor.
She looks like the corner specialist here.
Yep. She's been good. Here it comes. Outside the box. Harrigan trying to get a piece of it. Trying to wind one up. Giese came out to knock it away. And now the ball will bounce here towards the near side where it can be settled down. Another one will come towards the middle of the field, and it'll be cleared out by Emma Rain, but not out. Here's a long shot, and Giese will absorb that one.
Nice job by Giese. Aggressive goaltending on the corner, and then there keeping her eye on the ball, making a nice save there for the Warriors.
See the shot taken by Emily Arnold from outside the box. Another long one. That's over the goal. See some folks standing behind the goal. Of course, this being the home of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Got a nice concession stand back there. Dustin, our guy, he went down, and we placed an order with Dustin because there was another game going on. We had enough people to cover what we were doing, so he came back with a pizza box. And I thought he had pizza. No, he had like 5 baskets of chicken fingers inside this pizza box that are now cold and soggy. Got to eat a little bit.
Right.
Corner kick for Norwin.
Another corner kick for Norwin.
These set pieces are starting to add up here. And the Warriors starting to die down a little bit. 22 minutes remaining in the game here.
Trying to beat Megan Giese. She has made all of the tough saves, and then the one that you would think somebody would stop, whether it's her or defenders, went in the net. Here we go on the header. Harrigan can't quite get a piece of it. See if Dugan can clear it. Well, it's going to go out of bounds instead, and it's going to result in a goal kick for Penn-Trafford. A lot of great saves today by Megan Giese, and then you look on the other side, Sam Wexel with 49 career shutouts, to her credit.
Knights have definitely taken and shifted the field of play over to the Warrior side, trying to work for that leading goal.
Caitlin Kaufman, number 31, on the pitch for Norwin, trying to get the ball away from Penn-Trafford, not able to do so. It'll be headed back here by Emily Arnold, and now it'll come to the far touchline where it can be settled down by Emily Harrigan. And again, the Rutgers commit. Now here comes Norwin trying to set something up here. Goes inside the box. The ball will ping-pong around a bit. It'll come back to Iannuzo. She'll send one back to Harrigan. One touch pass, didn't get all of it, though. It'll deflect off a Penn-Trafford defender. Here's a long shot by Victor, and it'll be scooped up by Megan Giese. So Norwin putting some long shots here on Giese. She's been up to the task. But once again, you look at the way Norwin scored their goal. I mean, why not?
Yeah. Definitely want to take your chances and try to lift it and see what you can do. She's a shorter goaltender, but boy, does she play. She plays 6 foot tall.
20 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the second half. Penn-Trafford and Norwin. Again, if you tuned in late, goal scorers, Hannah Wynn for Penn-Trafford, Alyssa Victor for Norwin. First matchup of the season went to Penn-Trafford, a 1-0 win. We had that game here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Here's a nice through ball here, and for Penn-Trafford it'll be Hannah Wynn. Wynn taking it wide, looking for the cross. Wynn trying to get off the cross. Here comes the pass into the middle. See if she can turn around and shoot it. Norwin collapsing on her. Kylie Dugan for Penn-Trafford trying to do some work. Now Emma Rain has it, and she will just boot it wide.
Nice job by Rain to get it down there, get the pass over to Hannah Wynn. And she took it down in a nice center. Kylie Dugan just dancing a little bit on the inside. Just couldn't pull the trigger. Good defense by the Knights.
She was looking to just turn around and blast it towards the goal, and you saw right there Dugan just couldn't tee up the shot.
Couldn't get it off.
So you're right, Sean. A nice job defensively by Norwin.
Here we go, White!
Little things like that, though, can get you going if you're Penn-Trafford, because Norwin has kind of dominated here in the second half territorially.
Yep.
But it only takes one. Ian Uzo plays it. Some oohs and ahs from the crowd there as Alyssa Victor will step up. And Victor's pass will be rejected by Lawrence.
Jordan Lawrence almost took out the ref there. That was that was the ooh and ah there.
And she's back on the field, which is good too. She came off earlier after getting a ball to the face. Substitution on the way in on the pitch for Penn-Trafford will be Christina DeLuca. She is a sophomore. As we get a shot there of Caitlin Kaufman, 31, and Penn-Trafford's Maria Schultes.
Jordan Lawrence coming out on the substitution.
Just when I said she was back in.
Right.
She's right back out. Norwin spending a lot of time here in the offensive third. Ball will bounce around. Can the Knights tee up a shot or not? Here's a nice pass to the left side to Erickson. But an even better defensive play by Emma Rain as she will kick the ball and almost took off a Norwin cheerleader.
Yeah. Nice job by Rain to get it out of bounds. Reset. Get the throw.
On the throw-in, Eva Frankovic. Into the box she goes. Behind the head again, and Harrigan will try that every time. Let's take a look here at one of the Norman cheerleaders. Look out. Woo!
Good reaction.
Yeah, right off the plexiglass. Now watch this little. Man.
Shoot that, Eves, if you got a chance.
She tries there. She reminds me of like watching Sidney Crosby. He tries all of these different things in the offensive zone.
Yep.
And that's what Emily does. She'll try anything to either set someone up or score. Very creative when she's out there offensively. Offensive mind.
Yep.
Throw in from the near touchline for Erickson. Running after it here is Kaufman. Kaufman will send one towards the edge of the box. And it will be Harrigan coming back with it. Harrigan with a nice lead pass. Left side, it's Erickson. Erickson into the middle. Here's a header. Up in the air it goes and gathered in by Giese.
Nice center pass there. Trying to get the header to knock it home. And a nice pass there by Katie Erickson.
And that was Kaufman in there. Got her cranium on it. Yeah, she's been playing well today. Called her name a few times.
Yep.
Now Penn-Trafford trying to go to work here. Lauren Stovar, one of their top players. Stovar trying to get on track offensively here.
Good job, Eva.
Nice offensive play there by Emma Rain, keeping that ball alive for Penn-Trafford.
Emma Rain doing a nice job.
Yeah.
Keeping everything down in the zone.
Here's Wynn with a centering pass and a little misplay, but Wexel able to fully come back from that.
Here we go.
Wexel's punt will go towards midfield, and it will go off a couple of bodies, and now it will come free to Brady Tremuta. Again, the Seton Hill commit. I want to say hello to Coach Andy McNabb if he's watching. He texted me earlier. Seton Hill women's soccer coach. The Griffins making it to the PSAC tournament this year. I believe it was 12 wins. Look at that, splitting a couple of defenders is Rain. Now she goes down.
Good job, Eva.
So Norwin with another nice defensive play, not allowing Rain to get on track.
Emma Rain doing a nice job working the ball down into the zone.
Beautiful tackle.
Yeah.
Very nice. There's another one. This time it's going to result in a foul. No, it's going to be a foul on Penn-Trafford. I'm sorry.
Free kick for Norwin.
15:57 to play. Free kick for the Knights. Hey, also tuning in is the Norwin Knight himself, Dan Schifo, who writes for the Latrobe Bulletin. Go Lady Knights, outstanding broadcast as always, my friend. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. And don't get in a fight with him, Sean.
Yeah, we'll keep that for another day.
Paul Patera is broadcasting the next game here on the Triblive High School Sports Network, and Paul and Sean got to meet one another. And
Norwin, number 6.
Paul said, "I'm a Norwin guy." Sean said, "I'm a Penn-Trafford grad." I was like, okay, here we go. Bell rang, and you guys started now.
Yeah, it always goes back. But I did go to Norwin until 5th grade, so
okay.
yeah, so I have a little bit of Norwin in there.
Absolutely. Ball will bounce over the touchline, I believe. Yes. So it'll be a throw in here from the near side for Katie Erickson. We might see a few of them here. Norwin trying to work it towards the goal. And there's a nice defensive play by Penn-Trafford. Sweet stuff by Christina DeLuca, who just came into the game for Penn-Trafford, stripping Emily Harrigan of all people. There's a long ball, and Giese will come out to play it. That was off the foot of Eva Frankovic. All the action here on the Westmoreland Sports Network and on the Triblive High School Sports Network. Iannuzzo hit from behind by Emma Rain. Fight forward at midfield off the left foot of Hannah Wynn. You hear the Norwin student section starting to make some noise down here to our left, all dressed in white.
Both teams traveled real well today.
Is the PT student section here? Oh, there they are.
There's a few.
Okay, we're closer to Norwin. I have to look down the, we'll get Dustin to get a shot of the PT student section here in a second. Ball will bounce straight up in the air, headed by Emily Harrigan. Now just about 5 yards away from that 17-yard box. It comes back to Harrigan. Harrigan will pass it to the right side to open space. Maybe a little too far, though, for an oncoming Burnick and a whistle.
Emily went down. Foul there, I believe.
Free kick for Norwin.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boy, she really bit it, too.
Aaron Brady really got into her on that one. But it sets up a set piece here, and this is similar to the first half when they had the bouncer. You know, not quite the angle, but you know, the distance shots have been a little bit of trouble today.
This is about, I don't know, what would you say, 30 yards away or so?
About 30.
Here's the kick by Victor, off of bodies. Norwin trying to jump back on it. One of the Knights tried to, that was Burnick. She tried to allow one of her teammates to tee up a shot, but it was a little bit too far for her. That was Katie Erickson, and now the ball will come out of bounds here on the near side.
Yeah, Christina DeLuca.
Free kick for Norwin.
A little out of control there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, definitely got into Katie Erickson.
Erickson's a physical player, too. She's like, I'll take that.
Yep.
So here
corner
comes
coming up.
Corner kick with 12:28 on the clock. Here we go. Into the box it goes, headed away by Penn-Trafford. Ball will come free now, and Penn-Trafford will kick it out of danger. Lauren Stovar going after it for Penn-Trafford. She has it. Stovar turns upfield across the halfway line. Now it'll come to her teammate Erin Brady. Tries to get it up ahead, but the white shirts step up on Brady. Penn-Trafford, though, right back on it on the far side of the pitch. And now Warriors trying to bring it across the neutral third. Ball off the foot of Mackenzie Ungst. Fighting here with Emily Arnold on the far side of the pitch. Ball will be blasted down that far side. Hannah Wynn looking for it. It's going to go out of bounds on the far touchline. It'll be Norwin throwing.
Both teams playing a 4-2-4 set, but the Penn-Trafford midfielders and forwards definitely getting back in a hurry. You know, they know the emphasis on the defense, and they need to get back to help out goaltender Megan Giese.
Oh, girls, get up there!
Hey, there's the Penn-Trafford student section. Cheerleaders down below, yeah.
Way down the corner.
Yes, sir. Got the camo rocking there, some of the guys. You see Kerry Hetrick in the distance there, too. Penn-Trafford athletic director. Checking out his phone. Someone probably texted him already. As soon as we said Kerry Hetrick. Thanks, Dustin, for that shot. A lot of fighting going on that far side, and finally the ball will be pried free as Jenna Cola will knock it back towards Wexel, and she'll punt it out of there towards the center circle. Ball will take a few bounces, and they're all over one of the Warriors. Brady Tremuta just gets thrown down. She better watch herself here.
Yeah.
Very easily could be a card there on Lexi Kendro. Jeez. Student sections.
Some things never change.
Screaming at one another. Ball will be played all the way down towards the PT goal line.
My senior year, we beat Norwin 7-6, and one of the biggest chants was our girl made it because we had a girl kicker.
Oh, yeah. There you go. .941 and counting. Ball will deflect off of Emma Rain for the Warriors.
That's what makes these rivalries between these two teams just special.
Yep.
And it's great to see a championship game and this much support.
That's actually DeLuca there, 34, not Rain. And now off the right foot of Erin Brady. She says, try again. Another throw-in coming up from Katie Erickson. This time she'll loft one a little further. It goes off of Harrigan. And now it looked like she was going to touch it there with her hands, I mean. Bump set spike. She did not, though, did Erin Brady. Now the Warriors can carry it out of trouble. Penn-Trafford looking to stream across. Wide open here in the middle is Hannah Wynn. She has it. Wynn will touch it up ahead, but it'll be blasted back by Norwin towards the Penn-Trafford side of things. That was Natalie Dermis, number 33, stepping up in a big way for the Knights, but the Warriors right back on it as they try to bring the ball into the offensive third, not able to do so as the ball trickles on the far side of the field, and we have a substitution for PT coming in. That's Jordan Lawrence coming back onto the pitch.
So much firepower on the Norwin side. The Warriors are definitely selling out defensively, playing more of a 4-5-1. And Lauren Stovar being the only forward staying up for the Warriors. Just trying to play a little defense to negate Emily Harrigan's scoring ability.
For those that might be wondering if this game does end 1-1 at the end of regulation, we go to one overtime at least. Golden goal rolls, 15-minute overtime. First team that scores wins. If neither team score, we go to a second overtime, 15 minutes. If neither team score, we go to penalty kicks. Or as some people would say, a shootout. Now the PT student section starting to make some noise over there. Why are they wearing red? Was that West Allegheny coming in making noise? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a little weird.
I don't know. Maybe that was West A.
Yeah.
Penn-Trafford must have recruited them on their side for this game. I don't know. But here comes Norwin. Katie Erickson running after this one. Right on her hip is DeLuca. Erickson will send one right across the goal line, and it will be booted away from trouble as it will come here to Jordan Lawrence, freshly back into the game for Penn-Trafford. Took one off of her face earlier in this half. Geesey can't handle it cleanly. She's able to jump on it, though. And that will be a goal kick for Megan.
Another lifted shot. Just trying to get some action.
Harrigan cracked her from behind there.
Just trying to get a little action in front just to try to knock off the concentration. Geesey playing real well today.
Far side of the pitch. Nice little give and go. Harrigan will blast one towards the box, and it will be headed back by Erin Brady. On it is Stovar. She tried to tee up a shot. It was blocked by one of the Warriors. And now coming to the near side is Mackenzie Youngst. Pass up ahead by Lawrence. Racing after this one is Lauren Stovar as the ball is going to be directed out of bounds by Maddie Jenicola. Now the student section starting to rumble. There you see the Knights. A couple of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well down to the bottom of the screen.
Come on! Quit kicking into nobody!
Sounds of the game here from Highmark Stadium.
Both teams getting into it, doing a nice job.
It's Lawrence. Lawrence with a cross, deflects, and now the shot! Oh, it just goes wide by... Is that Lawrence that took the shot?
I believe it was...
We'll take a look at the replay here.
Mackenzie. I think.
Oh, it was Ungst. Okay. Yeah, we had our one camera on the student section there. Let's see if we did not. Let's see if we can go. There it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was Lawrence.
Just above.
Lawrence on the pass, and Ungst just missed.
Just over the bar.
Mackenzie Ungst, the senior midfielder, came that close to giving Penn-Trafford a 2-1 lead. And that's the thing about soccer. That's the thing about hockey. You know, it only takes one chance. And Penn-Trafford's been getting some chances off the rush. They haven't controlled the territory battle here today.
Definitely the quality chances are definitely more towards the Warriors.
But they are getting, again, chances off of the rush. Just kind of come out of nowhere. Far side, it's Stovar. She gets stripped, though, and instead will come to Alyssa Victor for the white shirts, the Norwin Knights. Here's a long pass that comes to Harrigan. Harrigan on the run once again. Harrigan boots the ball up in the air. And Emily fighting hard against Lawrence. Ball's going to go out. I'm sorry, Sarah Wynn, I should say. Harrigan and Wynn, that battle going on all day long.
Sarah Wynn doing a nice job defensively. Hannah Wynn getting back defensively a lot today.
Goal kick for Penn-Trafford as Aaron Brady watches that one harmlessly roll along the goal line. Also tonight on the Triblive High School Sports Network, we have a WPIAL volleyball championships going on. Those broadcasts happening. Harrigan will touch it down the far side to Kendro. Kendro, Brady Tremuta right on her. Kendro shielding her from the ball and just kicked it right by a PT defender. Look out, it's Harrigan. Harrigan gets by another Warrior. She sends one towards the goal, and it's going to be deflected by Wynn. And then headed out of trouble temporarily, but the Knights right back on as Alyssa Victor has it. Victor just outside the box, takes the shot, bounces towards Geesey, and she scoops it up for the save.
Good defending there by Hannah Wynn.
Just outside the 17-yard box.
Just getting there, just putting the body around her. Good play for Unks.
Mackenzie racing down the right side, leaves one towards the middle. Stovar's shot, she's going to pop it over the goal.
Nice play, nice read to jump that, to get it down in the center to Stovar.
Ungst and Stovar getting on track here. This is how close it was. Wexel knew it right away.
Yeah, just
Now Norwin attacking. Only 2 minutes remain here before the end of regulation, and you can tell both teams are starting to empty the tanks here a little bit in an effort to try to take the lead. Good ball movement here by Wynn. Right side, Stovar couldn't handle it.
Possession stays with the Warriors.
It indeed
Warriors
does.
doing a little pushing up the field here.
Inside the box, Wynn gets stripped. Wynn gets knocked down. She gets right back up.
Great effort by Wynn.
Hannah Wynn kept it alive, and
Corner.
It'll be a corner kick for
Corner kick for
Penn-Trafford.
Penn-Trafford.
Great effort by Wynn to keep the play going. To
We're
force
taking
the
on number
corner.
1, Hannah Wynn.
Yes, sir. Off of Erickson. Here we go. From the near corner, right in front of the Warrior Army, Hannah Wynn. Can't even see her. There she comes. Here's the kick. Up in the air it goes. And Wexel aggressively comes out and flicks it out of the
by
air.
Wexel there. That shows their experience to come up big with a big save on the corner.
Chance of Wexel from the Norwin student section.
Flip the field here, 35 seconds and counting. Norwin trying to make a late push.
Throw in off of Schultes on the far side, 25 seconds on the clock. Harrigan along the right side. There's a cross, goes off the foot of one of the Warriors, Brady, and Brady will clear it out of trouble, but Harrigan right back on it, 14 seconds on the clock. Harrigan touched it in the middle. Here's a shot, and that's going to be stopped. Victor teed that one up. Giese came away with it. Giese punts it towards midfield, headed back towards Penn-Trafford, and we are going to overtime.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
We would not.
Start our first 15-minute overtime period.
What a surprise. These two teams heading to OT as we get a shot of Emily Harrigan coming to the sideline. Our score after 80 minutes of soccer, it is 1-1 in the WPIAL Class 4A Girls Championship game on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Triblive High School Sports Network. Back to Highmark Stadium after this message.
Give your taste buds a taste of Italy by biting into a slice of pizza at Dom's Pizzeria in Trafford. Voted by the readers of the Tribune Review as the best pizza in Trafford, Dom offers 17 unique toppings for you to choose from. Also try Dom's specialty pizzas, all made with 100% olive oil. Dom's Pizzeria also has wings, hoagies, calzones, wraps, and pasta, all at affordable prices. Eat in or take out, and we deliver. Call 412-372-DOMS. Cabot Avenue in Trafford, and a proud sponsor of tonight's Warrior Player of the Game.
Hi, Westmoreland County football fans. This is Chad Ammon, president of the Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce. At the Chamber, we open doors for businesses every day, providing our members with the tools, programs, and opportunities they need to grow. By helping our county businesses reach their goals, our community's overall quality of life is enhanced. Call 724-834-2900 or visit westmorelandchamber.com for your company to become a member of the Chamber of Commerce. The Westmoreland County Chamber of Commerce, building business, connecting communities, and empowering people.
Triblive has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment. Lifestyles. Opinion. Weather. Photo galleries. Video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. Triblive.com. Triblive.com. News and more 24/7.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Record-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveYou.
There you see it on the Highmark Stadium scoreboard. Norwin on the left with one, Penn-Trafford on the right with one, and we get set for the start of overtime. You may have heard from our PA announcer there. It's golden goal. First team to score wins. If not, well, we go to double overtime. Here we go.
See what type of approach these teams take here in the overtime. Going to play a little cautious and go to the PKs, or Are they going to press and try to get that golden goal?
I haven't personally seen PKs yet. Not that I'm cheering for that. We just want to see a good
good
overtime. Yeah. Near touchline, thrown in by Kylie Dugan. And now it'll be set up for Lauren Stovar. Stovar with a cross into the 18-yard box it goes. And the ball now will be cleared out by Norwin. Now the Knights look to go on the attack. But here's Harrigan. Right foot, left foot, and she steps back nicely. Harrigan will drive one forward. Oh, what a great defensive play by Sarah Wynn, or Norwin might have been all alone, or at least a one-on-one.
Took the brunt of that last one. She collided with Danny Anuzo.
Watch this through ball. Oh, my.
And watch the collision right after.
If we have it, we do. Oh, baby. A big-time collision there. We've seen a few of those today, Sean.
Yep.
Coming way out of her goal to collect this one is Sam Wexel. One of the Knights would have been all alone if it wasn't for Sarah Wynn sticking that right foot out and canceling that one out. Here the Knights student section is storming across the halfway line. For Norwin was Lacey Burnick. Comes into the middle, Burnick looking for the return pass, and guess who it was again? It again was Sarah Wynn.
Sarah Wynn doing a fantastic job defensively tonight.
Collapsing those passing lanes, and now here comes Penn-Trafford coming down the other way here.
Oh,
that through ball, they just coming close, both teams.
Hannawin breaking free there. Both teams having great opportunities here to start the overtime.
Defense is stepping up nicely. Now Hannawin with a chance left side. Here comes Hannah. Hannah's shot deflects, and it rolls away from everybody. It might have hit off of Stovar, one of the Knights that was in front as well. Golden opportunity for the golden goal for Penn-Trafford.
The wind's coming up big here in the overtime so far. Effort on defense, effort on offense.
Take another quick look at it.
Stovar just missed it with the right foot.
Give credit to Frankovic defending for Norwin right there. First overtime period. Penn-Trafford misplays it. Harrigan gets pushed down, nothing called. And now the Warriors win will set it up. She has room, and she goes right by a defender, cuts to the right side, and here comes a long pass headed as looking for it was Hannah Wynn. And it'll come back towards the halfway line as it will be drilled down towards Sarah Wynn. Wynn, so confident as just a sophomore.
Yeah.
Takes the ball. You have a couple of Division I girls coming right at you, and she takes her time.
Yeah, no problem. She's done a heck of a job today back being the leader of the defense back here.
Mackenzie Young's now sprinting towards the right side of the box, and that ball's going to go into the, looks like Montour and West Allegheny fans down there.
Goal kick there.
Off the right foot of Brady Tremuta. Tremuta will get bumped down by Maddie Giannicola. Throw in for Mackenzie Unks in the offensive third for Penn-Trafford. Hannah Wynn jumps on it, right side of the box. Wynn will play it back. Stovar's open, not going to go that way, and missed. What a shot! Penn-Trafford scores! The Warriors are WPIAL champions!
Kylie Dugan with a great header and a great center pass. The only way to beat Wexel, that's the way to get it. She's such a good goalkeeper that you're not going to get it any other way. A great center and a great header for the win in the Warriors. Get their first championship since 2003.
Check out the celebration. Penn-Trafford wins it 2-1. Kylie Dugan is golden.
She's been so good today, so much effort, playing on the offensive side, tracking down balls, coming close a couple other times, but a great centering pass and a great header by Kylie Dugan to finish it off.
Absolutely beautiful goal by Kylie Dugan. And the Norwin Knights' reign as WPIAL champions comes to an end after two fantastic seasons. Say 2 3/4 after this season as well. These two teams could see each other again in the state playoffs.
They could, absolutely. Good. Take 4, but Penn-Trafford proving to be Norwin's kryptonite and beating them for the third time, well, the second time, and a tie. 2-0-1 this season, the Warriors are against the Knights.
Let's check out the replay one more time. There you see the pass.
It's McKenzie on the pass, correct?
Yes, gorgeous.
What a pass.
Take a look at here from our wide angle cam. With Wexel's good, but I mean, she can't stop that.
That's the only way you're going to beat Sam Wexel. She's such a good goalkeeper, and just a fantastic play by Mackenzie Unks and Kylie Dugan to finish it off to win.
Yep, Hannah Wynn with the assist. Officially, Hannah Wynn with the assist, and there you see the celebration. So Penn-Trafford will take it by the final score of 2-1. And
the teams are getting ready
the
for
teams
the
will
presentation. Both teams
get set for the medal presentation. Congratulations to both teams for making it here. Congratulations for both teams to make it to the PIAA playoffs. And a congratulations to the Penn-Trafford Warriors, winning their second ever WPIAL championship on this Saturday evening in overtime.
So clarification on Hannah Wynn on the assist there on the goal. But what a setup by Wynn to get it over to Kylie Dugan.
Yeah, we had to really look at that replay a few times to see who set her up. And indeed it was number one. And number one in Penn-Trafford's hearts tonight.
Absolutely.
Hannah Wynn and Kylie Dugan. The junior Dugan, the senior Wynn.
This time we can direct your attention to the center field for the medal presentation. First for the runner-up, Norwin Lady Knights. Number 1, Sam Wexel. Number 2, Danny Ianuzzo.
All right, let's send it down to the field for the medal presentation.
Number 4, Emily Arnold. Number 5, Abby Portas. Number 6, Lexi Kendro. Number 7, Alyssa Victor. Number 8, Jen Hinish. Number 9, Lexi Carson. Number 11, Lacey Burnick. 13, Lexi Gray. 14, Maddie Janicola. 16, Kendra Krantz. 17, Julia Scamoni. 19, Katie Erickson. 21, Megan Dietz. 22, Emily Shaw. 23, Emily Harrigan. 25, Marie Rose. 27, Michelina Rush. 30, Eva Frankovic. 31, Caitlin Kaufman. 33, Natalie Dermis. 34, Anna Dermis. 34, Morgan Siddick. 35, Liz Luskowitz. Now your medal presentation for the Quad A Girls WPIAL Champions, Penn-Trafford Warriors. Number 1, Hannah Wynn. Number 2, Mackenzie Engst. Number 3, Brady Charla. Number 7, Laura Stover. Number 20, Kendra Newell. 00, Victoria Anderson. Number 6, Jordan Lawrence. 13, Gina Sarnelli. 14, Aaron Brady. 38, Kylie Dugan. Number 4, Anna Schultz. Number 8, Sarah Wynn. Number 9, Emma Rain. Number 11, Haley Runberg. 15, Haley Hoffmeister. 17, Maddie Kerrigan. 34, Christina DeLuca. Number 0, Megan Giese. 27, Mackenzie Septak. 32, Mackenzie Powell. 35, Maria Schultz. Trophy presentation for the runner-up, Norwin Lady Knights. Now the presentation to Penn-Trafford Warriors, the Quad A Girls WPIAL Champions.
All right, there you go. The presentations to both teams. Again, congratulations to the Norwin Knights and the Penn-Trafford Warriors, the 2017 WPIAL Girls 4A champions, the Norwin Knights. Congratulations to, or I should say the Norwin Knights, Penn-Trafford, wishful thinking, I guess, for Norwin. The Penn-Trafford Warriors win it, and there you see they're taking the championship picture there. Getting a look there at Penn-Trafford. You saw Carrie Hetrick giving the medals for Penn-Trafford, the silver medals. Athletic director for the Norwin School District is Brandon Rapp. And before we sign off here, we're going to take one final look at the replay and also name our Dom's Pizzeria player of the game. And let's take one more look at the goal from Kylie Dugan on the beautiful assist by Hannah Wynn. Man, unstoppable, right?
Yeah, just a great pass there by Wynn to set it up. The captain sending it in to Kylie Dugan, and Dugan was all over the field today.
Congratulations to Penn-Trafford on an unbelievable goal that nobody from Penn-Trafford will ever forget here at Highmark Stadium. And it's time to name our Dom's Pizzeria player of the game. Thank you so much to Dom's Pizzeria in Trafford. For takeout, the best pizza in Westmoreland County is voted on by readers of the Tribune Review. It's 412-372-DOMS, 412-372-DOMS. Dom's Pizzeria on Cabot Avenue in Trafford. You get a nice shot there of the trophy.
That's a beautiful trophy.
No doubt about it. All right, so congratulations, and who else could we give it to? Well, I'll tell you who else we could give it to, Sean. First, we obviously congratulate Kylie Dugan. She wins our Dom's Pizzeria Player of the Game, gets the game-winning goal on a great header. But how about the pass by Hannah Wynn? And how about Megan Giese? Kylie, you get a free pizza for this. I hope that maybe you bring Megan with you.
Definitely bring Megan. She's a ton of saves tonight.
Yes, if it wasn't for Megan Giese, maybe overtime doesn't happen.
Right.
She was extremely, extremely good today for Penn-Trafford. So congratulations.
She had some issues early with the deep balls, but she stuck in there, and she played a heck of a game, and definitely was a big contributor to keep this game going for the big finale.
You see the game coming up next. You can watch that game as well on the Triblive High School Sports Network. Paul Patera, Rennie Detour will have that game as Chris Smith just went in front of one of our cameras. We didn't have it live, though, so I guess we're good. West Allegheny and Montour coming up in about 13 minutes. She right there. All right, we want to thank everybody for helping us out here today. The hospitality from Highmark, of course, Roger Downs, Dustin Beck, Chris Smith, Sean Benjamin. I'm Dan Flickinger, and Sean, once again, just a great game, and we expected that to happen, and it was no surprise it ended in overtime.
Absolutely, yeah, great finish. Just what you expect with these two teams, and now we'll see if possibly they can meet up again in the state, and and see if we can get Chapter 4 in this great series.
You have been watching the 2017 WPIAL Girls 4A Championship game on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Triblive High School Sports Network. Once again, the final score in overtime. Penn-Trafford wins it 2-1 at the 11:07 mark of the first OT. Again, West Allegheny and Montour, only on the Triblive High School Sports Network, is coming up in about 12 minutes. Have yourself a good evening, soccer fans. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And again, you've been watching it on the Westmoreland Sports Network and the Triblive High School Sports Network.